what was that conversation like, and were you a little nervous that that might blow back or come back on or backfire on you?
I was in Mexico with my wife on vacation. So it was January. We're just looking for some sun to warm up a little bit. And the phone rang that morning, and it was Andy. And I told Jenny, I was like, "Uh-oh, this is serious," because Andy is one of those friends I have that I never hear from him when I'm on vacation or from him when he's on vacation. Some people you still hear from, or you get a text from, or they have a little bit of a problem. They need to. Andy is one of those people that feels like if you're on vacation, I'm not bothering you with anything. So I looked down and saw that it was Andy, and wondered. My first thought was that somebody had died, because that's how much I've never heard from Andy on vacation. I picked the phone up, and he told me what had happened, that the three shows, um, that Andrew had been laid off, and that the afternoon show and the morning show had been um, dismissed, fired, done. And I said, "Well, how long?" He's like, "Today." And I was in shock because we had no hint that any of that was coming. And then I heard that, Andrew and some of the other people who are friends of ours were like escorted out of the building, like they were, like they couldn't be trusted, or criminals or something. They might take a computer with them or something. So I was offended by that. I thought that was a really bad look. I know it's some corporate decision somewhere, but still, I feel like on a local level, somebody could have come to a more reasonable way to have this play out. But Andy said they wanted us to, because our show was spared, and they wanted us to do the show that afternoon. And I told Andy, um, I didn't think we should. I didn't think he should. I didn't think I should when I came back. I think we need an explanation for why this happened, and that I did not want to continue to work at a place that treated people after all those years the way they had been treated that day. So if this meant the show is done, I can live with that. And Andy said, "Well, I keep hearing my father's voice in my head, and my father's voice is, you go do the job. You show up and you do the job, and your job is to go do the show today." And I said, "I completely respect that. You have to do what you think, but I don't think we should do it. And I am not going to do it." So Andy listened to me, and I have so much respect for him that this meant a lot to me. And he said, "Well, I will follow your lead on this." So we respectfully let Joel McCrae know, and we like Joel. It wasn't his decision. We let Joel know we're not doing the show. And we got quite a bit of attention for that. But to be honest, we have other jobs, our full-time jobs at WHO 13. That wasn't what was factoring into my decision. And I would like to think I would do the same thing, even if that had been my only job. But it's easier to be principled and to take a stand like that when you have a fallback plan. I promise that wasn't what I was thinking at the time, but I think it's easier for us to have done that than for other people to do it. And um, the feedback we got from the community was unlike anything anyone ever expected or would have believed. I don't mean us particular. I just mean the people who valued local radio and didn't want those shows to go together.